Two of the newspapers are reporting that detectives searching for Madeleine McCann are now focusing on a British child rapist. The Sun newspaper is saying the detectives went to Germany tonight to quiz a convicted British child rapist who was living in Portugal at the time that she was snatched. The person resembles a suspect with a drooping moustache, as you can see in the right-hand corner of your picture there, seen hanging around the resort of Praia-da-Luz 2 years ago. Well, let's speak now to the McCann family spokesman, Clarence Mitchell. Very good evening to you. What can you tell us about this, Clarence?
Good evening. I can't tell you a great deal for operational reasons. All I'm authorised to say is that we are aware of an individual called Raymond Hewlett, and we are aware of some of the claims that are being made about him in some of tomorrow's national newspapers. The investigators searching for Madeleine are currently looking into the circumstances surrounding those claims. Mr. Hewlett is an individual of interest to the Madeleine investigation, but I would stress that it is just one line of inquiry amongst a number. And beyond that, I can't go into any further operational detail.
Is it your investigators who have gone to Germany, as the Sun claims, or are you saying it's separate and to do with the police investigation?
I can confirm that our investigators are not in Germany. You may see in some of the papers that there is a German aspect to this. Our investigators are currently elsewhere in Europe and are searching for Madeleine. However, this individual is of interest to their work. They are, on top of this aspect, they are liaising with the police authorities in Portugal and in Britain. And for your guidance, I understand a number of UK police forces are also interested in Mr. Hewlett, and they are liaising themselves tonight.
Which police forces are you talking about?
That is for those police forces to disclose themselves, but there are at least 3 police forces, I believe, who have an interest in Mr. Hewlett.
So at least 3 police forces interested in this former soldier. Can you confirm also that he was living not far from Praia-da-Luz just over 2 years ago when Madeleine went missing?
Well, as I said before, I'm not going to go into much detail, but I understand that he was living on the Algarve at the time that Madeleine was abducted, about an hour or so away from there. But again, I'm not going to go into any further detail than that.
Do you know where he is right now?
I do.
Where is he?
Again, I cannot give you operational detail. I don't have to keep repeating that, other than to say there is a German aspect to this story, as will become clear from some of the coverage that you'll see in the newspapers overnight. You
said this was just one line of inquiry. Is it your belief that this could be a breakthrough?
One line of inquiry means just that. It is one line of inquiry. If it's a breakthrough, with all due respect to Sky and the wider media, we are not going to announce breakthroughs on air before we have found Madeleine. The only breakthrough that counts is finding Madeleine, and when that happens, you will be the first to know. No, this is an ongoing investigation. It's being done in a very professional, methodical way led by two former detectives and police officers. They are working through all of the leads. There are lots of them out there. Much information came in after the 2nd anniversary with all of the media work that Kate and Jerry did on the Oprah show and the cutting-edge documentary we did for Channel 4. All those calls are being sifted, and Mr. Hewlett is part of that process. And as I say, the circumstances surrounding him and what is alleged to have been said about him is being worked through, and if it becomes more significant, we will announce that in due course. But at the moment, it is just one line of inquiry amongst a number.
And is this Raymond Hewlett, the person we see on the front page of The Sun, this man with this drooping moustache, one of the photo fits that appeared around the time, after Madeleine disappeared?
Well, you'll also appreciate the laws of contempt of court and libel would preclude identifying suspects by name. Particularly, all I'm saying is that Mr. Hewlett is an individual of interest to the Madeleine inquiry, and I believe a number of UK police forces are interested in him, speaking to him as well.
How abreast of developments are Kate and Jerry McCann right now?
Kate and Jerry are fully aware of this particular development. They have been for a little while, as have our investigators. They are being kept informed by the investigators, and I'm also keeping them informed from the media aspect as well. So they know about this, and they wait to hear from news.